Hello everyone, welcome to Layman's Vedanta. In this channel, we explore the timeless wisdom of Vedanta in a simple, clear and deeply practical manner. We explain the eternal truth of Vedanta in simple words and unpack its profound teachings for modern living. The purpose of this channel is to understand the root of human suffering and to discover the eternal bliss through self-knowledge. Because we believe every human being, regardless of their background, are entitled to live a happy, peaceful and fulfilled life. Here, we are sharing this ancient knowledge as a solution for your problems, not as information to store in your brain. Namaste. My name is Vinod and I am a sincere seeker of truth, walking this path with an open heart. I warmly invite you to join me in this journey of self-discovery. Let us walk together in this path, not to become someone, but to discover the peace and joy of being no one. Dear friends, we discussed some important topics in our last videos. If you didn't watch that videos, I request you to kindly watch it because each of the video is a piece of the puzzle of self-discovery, the puzzle of enlightenment. Let us explore today's topic. So today we are going to address a universal concern of humanity, because at some point of time a human in his life asks these questions. What is the purpose of my life? Do we really have any purpose to fulfill in our life? And I am sure this question cannot be answered by any AI tools. Let us explore, and what we will find at the end of this presentation, you will understand why I should be spiritual. Is spirituality necessary in my life? Friends, let us deep dive into the question. In these days, we ask all questions to ChatGPT or chatbots. Let me share with you the answers given by all the popular chatbots. Interestingly, all the AI tools unanimously agreed that this is a complex and profound question, and they take many levels to answer these questions. All AI tools said unanimously the purpose of human life is not making money or chasing pleasure, but self-realization. Anyway, let us see how Vedanta addressed this question. Vedanta answered this question with utmost clarity. Vedanta called this Purushartha. It simply means the goals of a human and must be pursued. Instead of one purpose, Vedanta gives four purposes. And these are the four fundamental goals, four Purusharthas or four purposes that every human naturally pursue, knowingly or unknowingly. What are they? The first one is called Kama. Kama means pleasure. It also includes comfort, happiness and emotional fulfillment. This is fundamental to our life. We all want pleasures and happiness in our life. So the Vedanta is not a dry philosophy, it is a very practical philosophy. It clearly knew the human nature. Because we do what we do to get pleasure and happiness and avoid pain. The second one is called Artha. It simply means money. So very practical philosophy. Because if you want to enjoy your life, you need money. Without money, you cannot afford any pleasure. So it also includes wealth, security and means of life. So the third one is called Dharma. This word got many meanings, but in this context, it is called righteousness, the right way of living. Or in other words, you pursue the first two goals legally and legitimately. Otherwise, it creates problems. For example, if you make money or enjoy pleasure, unethically or unlegally, it creates sufferings in your life. Now, let us see the fourth and the most important goal of a human life. You can see a blue line appear here because the next goal is completely different from the other three goals. I am sure many of you can relate the first three goals, that is enjoying pleasures and making money or living an ethical life, and you are pursuing these goals knowingly or unknowingly. The fourth goal is called moksha. It simply means liberation. It has many meanings: self-discovery, enlightenment, inner freedom, self-realization. All we can call by this goal. We will explain this goal in a moment, but let me tell you, this is the purpose of human life. Live a suffering-free life and enjoy the highest bliss in every moment regardless to our external situation. Now if you see the first three goals, we will engage in outward actions and our attitude is I want more pleasure, I want more money, I want to become a holy person. In other words, the pursuit of moksha is completely an inward action and our attitude is I want freedom from more. Now let us make some deep dive. Here we need to analyze the first two goals because it is the biggest trap in a human life. Dear friends, I request you to look this trap very clearly. So the first goal, kama, means pleasure and happiness. We all want pleasure and happiness in every situation and we are chasing that throughout our life. Next is artha, money and wealth. It is very obvious. No pleasure is free. Every pleasure we need to pay. If you want a nice lunch, kama, you need to pay the bill, artha. As simple as that. When these two dominates the mind, they form a self-feeding cycle. And what is that cycle? Make money, enjoy pleasure, feel empty, seek more pleasure, need more money. Repeat. So this will go on and on and on. In Vedanta, this is called the samsara, the endless circle. So almost entire humanity stuck in this loop. If you observe deeply, you can find almost the entire global economy is built to serve these two goals, kama and artha. Look around and see if any industry is built, it either to serve kama, that means pleasure and entertainment of a human being, or artha, allow a human being to make money or career or social status exist. Dear friends, we are not trying to paint a dark picture here. Vedanta is not against making money or enjoying pleasure, but Vedanta is just show you the truth. Is a realistic and a very practical philosophy. Vedanta respects the order of human growth. A hungry person cannot meditate. A poor person cannot pursue liberation. Vedanta never says kama and artha are dangerous. Fire is not dangerous, but an ignorant child holding the fire is dangerous. Same way, an uncontrolled kama and a greedy artha combined with ignorance is very dangerous. Kama is natural and artha is necessary. Can you imagine a human life without pleasure and money? Impossible, right? Here the problem is ignorance. We start with these two goals, but instead of moving higher, we stuck here. We stuck in this loop. So artha and kama must be your first goal to pursue, and you must pursue to a certain degree. As long as you live, you need this, but understand them, grow beyond them. Artha and kama are the stepping stone, not the final destination. Vedanta never reject them. Take artha and kama as a part of your life, not the purpose of your life. But you can see these two goals became the purpose of most human beings. Now, let us see how can we break the cycle of artha and kama in order to pursue our higher goals, the real purpose. So we are moving to our third goal called dharma. Dharma is the bridge between kama and artha, which are worldly life, and moksha is the spiritual life. So the most important link in this Purushartha is dharma. It connects to the final goal of moksha. So the first step is to understand the trap of kama and artha, that means pleasure and money. If you did not understand that trap, you cannot go beyond them. Now let us see how pursuing dharma will lead you to the ultimate goal of liberation. First, dharma slowly reduces the intensity of desires. Without practicing dharma, artha became greed and kama became addiction, and your mind become restless. Dharma breaks the karma artha rule. Dharma purifies your mind. A pure mind alone can realize the self. Dharma transforms a pleasure seeker into a truth seeker. My dear friends, remember, Without dharma, moksha is impossible, and with dharma, moksha is natural. Now we are going to see the final goal, the culmination of all this. Our final goal is called moksha. It got many names: liberation, freedom, or self-realization, or enlightenment. This is the purpose of a human life. All human born here to realize his or her true self, because everything else you can achieve in life remains incomplete. And Vedanta here to help you. All spiritual process is here to help you to achieve this goal. My guru gave a beautiful definition about moksha. Most of you know what is a to-do list, and many of us maintaining that. Imagine you prepared a to-do list for your entire life. How interesting, right? Your entire life, it will be huge and long. And imagine you strike everything off in that list. That will be your mental state when you become enlightened. You are totally free from compulsion. What needs to be done, you will do that. Nothing will drive you to do something or chase something. So dear friends, let us answer these three fundamental questions and wind up this subject. What is moksha? The discovery that I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am pure consciousness, free from fear, sorrow and limitation. That is called enlightenment. Why moksha is crucial? Because nothing else in life gives permanent peace, happiness and contentment. All human suffering continues until ignorance ends. Ignorance about your true nature is the cause of all your suffering. And finally, why is moksha the purpose of human life? Because every desire, every search, every achievement is actually a search for inner freedom. The purpose of life cannot be something impermanent. The purpose must be eternal and something intrinsic. That is why moksha, the discovery of your eternal self. So kama gives pleasure, and artha gives stability, and dharma gives purity, but only moksha gives freedom. Now let us conclude this topic with an interesting comparison. Let us conclude this topic. As we understood clearly, the purpose of a human life is self-discovery, discovery of your true nature. Only that give permanent peace, happiness and contentment. I just want to share with you one of the very famous modern view in relation with this topic. There is one very famous American psychologist named Abraham Maslow, who introduced a new theory called the hierarchy of human needs in 1943. This theory is very popular and still in use. We can easily find out the connection, but the most significant is the last part. With all this variety of human needs, Maslow concludes that the final need of a human being is self-actualization. Many thousand years ago, Vedanta declared that. The important thing is Maslow just hint the final goal, but he is clueless about how to reach there. But Vedanta give step-by-step method and techniques to reach to moksha. Please watch the last video about this topic, Vedanta, your map to enlightenment. Thank you very much for watching this. Kindly subscribe and support this channel. Please share your thoughts in the comment. It is my sincere wish and prayer that this knowledge remove ignorance and lead you to self-discovery. Dear friends, I am very happy to announce our next video about the two lifestyles of Vedanta. One pursue entertainment and another pursue enlightenment. See you in next video. Until then, stay peaceful and joyful.